Good evening and welcome. It is Wednesday night, adventure night, and I am Nori, coming to you live from the digital engineering server. And this is our mess. So, tonight on adventure night, we've done a little talking around, and so basically to get further into Blue Sky, we have to go find some dungeons and whatnot. And so I think the plan for tonight is to go exploring and see if we can find a dungeon, maybe find the things that we need to um, get further in there. Just nothing more than, just meander about the area and whatnot. Um, so that's the game plan, anyways. For those of you that were here for our quick stream session yesterday, will remember that we got the schematic cannon up and running, and we were playing around with that, and it's still probably a very impressive piece of equipment. You can just see the schematic cannon over there. And on the same 5 pieces of gunpowder that we initially put in the thing, it has laid the wall from that end all the way to this point. So we're right at the point where we will corner off and then come down this way. So that's all exciting. Did a really nice job putting that wall in there. Allowed us to play around with it. Now, yeah, we got some more prettying aspects we're going to do to it. So, we'll add some wood, some roof lining bits, basically upside down stairs, make some ramparts, that sort of thing. Put like a little walkway on there. There's still some more work, but the majority of this, we didn't have to place a single block for. Oh, it's been so nice. So very nice. We got our tavern hall on Sunday. Finally got that one upgraded to the next level. That was a long build. Freaking huge. We got a couple of new buildings. I think that's the glass shop down over there now. We have a way to make glass. And then there's a composter and stone smelter on the interior. We still need to put up a few more buildings to really settle this place into taking care of things on its own, but it's getting there. The other thing that most people that we haven't gone to, so as you can see, the wall's starting to come up the side of this mountain, which is by design. We want to be able to put a large wall up here to kind of close this off. Basically, we're just trying to build ourselves a protective fortification from things. And so we need to make certain the wall's high here, comes in. It's going to connect into this is just going to be like a tower. So we've already started setting some walls in, picked out some spot for some windows, laid out a basic pattern. So doorway is going to go here. This allows you to get out here, walk around the edge, see what's going on. We'll probably replace these with some wall pieces, I think. And then what we'll need, definitely some wall pieces. And then we'll need to just close this section off right here and probably take this all the way up, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe like a little out lead or something right here. I don't know. Something in which that it's not going to be easy for things to just cross over as this wall section, because that kind of defeats the purpose. So we'll put a door here. We'll fix this up. But yeah, we're going to put a tiered tower here that should go up a little ways. It gives us a nice little lookout to stand at and see what's going on. You can get a better view with the glass shop that's right over there. We've got room to put a couple more buildings on that side of the road, and depending on which buildings we use, we can put some more here, and then all the way back and around over to the corner. So there's still lots of room for this place to grow and expand. We are by no means running out of space. Not to mention that whatever we don't fit outside here, we still have all the space inside the mountain, and then there's a whole big area right underneath this place that we can also load up with buildings and spots for people. But that's been the quick rundown. Yeah, that's been really quick. So we still need to do the back wall over here, where we'll clip off, and I think what we'll end up doing is coming through here-ish somewhere, and we'll just draw a line all the way out to that side. Don't have to do too terribly much, I think, with this side. It's not like there's going to be a whole lot of things, so we may close up this waterway just because, you know, it's an access point, but I don't know. We'll see if anything actually tries to use it. If I don't have to, I'm not going to mess with it. That's my perspective. Is we'll just see which direction these guys decide they're going to want to take. Ultimately, I'm kind of hoping that by putting up all the walls and everything, we can force them to meander around somewhere, and then we can just pick them off at our leisure when they're somewhere we want them to be at. But the front wall has been working very nicely. We just need to fix up the back side, and then that should seal the rest of us off. Anyways, I'm meandering, I'm rambling. You guys came here for adventure. So, let's go and see how much storage we have, because you never know when you go adventuring. You might find some interesting things. So let's make certain we have some storage. Okay, 21 label crates. I would say that's some storage. Underwater potion. We have potions of invisibility. That's good. Waystones in case we need to get back in a hurry. Yeah. I would say we have just about everything we need. Bows, we have arrows. Yep. Picks, a hose. I don't know that I need a hoe in. You know what? It doesn't hurt. Does not hurt. That's going to be a thing. Is we should probably. So there are 2 farms that we need to put in, and I'm thinking about starting up a new night. Hey, Yoit Skull, what's going on? Happy to see you back. We are on our way out to go explore some of Blue Sky. So, yeah, I think some of the plans there are a number of other farms that need to be built that are not Mine Colony related, just to help with build things. And so I think I'm just going to start doing like a Tech Tuesday and just start building different farms on maybe Tuesday nights. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see what Shale's doing. Type in Blue Sky. Let's see what she's up to. Don't like the roof. I'm not a big fan of the roof on top of this. I think the walls and everything turned out well. I like the interior. Not. I just don't think I like this roof. I think I want to do something a little different with this roof here. Because this is pretty flat and boring, and I think I'd rather have. Oh look, looks like she finished up a building I don't have. Maybe we'll find some good roofing materials in Blue Sky to use. I don't know. I don't like the flat. I think this looks nice. We can always do like I did down there, where we can add a little slab slice here, a little slab slice there. But I don't know if I really want to go in for all of that much precision. It could make this look terrible. So we may try like a. I'm just gonna have to do something different. I just haven't figured out what. May even add just another level to this place. We could do that on the third floor. I don't know what we would do on the third floor because we haven't actually done anything on the first two. So there you go. Let's see. Is there anything we're going to need? I don't like that setting there. I'll stop that. There. Anything in here? Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't think there's. I pretty much am carrying everything I want to take with me, so it's all good. Maybe we'll go buried treasure hunting one of these days. Zombie. Gonna make a farm with those. Again, I think Tech Tuesdays might be helpful for. Just pick a day and start actually working on various farms. I think that'll be fun. I'd stick my bed in the worst possible place. I think I should relocate this to downstairs. You know what? I think I will. Yeah, like this. And it is torrential downpouring outside. So if things get really kind of laggy, it's probably the storm causing some network delay. We shall see. And if anybody can hear that over top of me talking, that is a serious rainfall happening right now. Hi, Shale. How are you?
Fine. I think my game is crashing. I have white screen and blue wheel of. We don't know what we're doing. Oh, cool.
Yeah. I was just pointing that out to the folks on the stream that we just had a serious downpouring happening, and
Yeah, it's quite loud.
so
Well, I just found out I had a whole stash of diamonds I didn't know about.
Well, that's always nice to find.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell you that slimes are spawning? So I inadvertently cleared out a slime chunk in my crevasse.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I know who'd come raid their warehouse for slime balls when I need it. I think we're going to start doing a Tech Debt Tuesday or something because we're a little behind in some farms that we need.
Well, I can tell you I had quite a few slimes downstairs. Uh-oh. Whoops.
He walked off the edge.
No, I heard an explosion. So I'm guessing I'm going to go up there and find a big hole in the ground.
I see.
Oh, and lots of baby creepers in the boats.
In boats?
Yeah, they put themselves in the boat. Except for this one.
I see.
Oh, and he just put himself in the boat. It's very nice of them to put themselves in the boat, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out why I even had a creeper to begin with.
I do not know. I'm enjoying
Because
these.
there's a feral lamp, like literally. You can see it from the fisher's hut. That's just wild. Anyway, yes, the fisher lady died.
So I have discovered something interesting. These stairs that I have here as part of my little glass flooring gives you X-ray vision.
Oh. I just have to find this, to find
That's interesting. I don't think that's actually supposed to work like that.
a grave spawn, collect it before it dies. 64. Which is...
Habits now.
I'm very confused. Alright, so... 1379 is this way.
Is it
And then
night?
64.
Oh, it's an eclipse.
Okay. And where's the other? 1219. 1219. Oh. Ooh. I don't... Okay, so 64.
Did you upgrade the graveyard guy?
Well, he came back over here. I don't see the grave, but no, he's still level 1. So 64. 1219. And then 1379. I mean, she died in the cowherder's place. I can't find her grave, so I don't know. have no idea.
Well, maybe that person didn't have much of a grave to leave behind.
Well, I'm sure she had a bag full of fish. And good evening, everybody. Just in case somebody's actually waiting for my stream to happen, which is unlikely, but you never know.
I see.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, blue sky it is. I'm sure she had a bag full of fish and stuff, and her fishing pole. What you looking for?
Nothing. I found what I was looking for.
Yeah, what did you find?
A piece of cobblestone.
Hmm.
Considering as much as you come by and raid my place, I figure taking a piece of
Well,
cobblestone is not going to
you
hurt.
have all the farm.
It's your gold.
Let's see. Why'd you give him a piece of cobblestone?
I didn't. I gave him a shovel.
Oh,
What is he doing?
I don't know. He wanders around everywhere. He likes to go hang out in the cow herders area where the cows get killed.
All right. Well, I am on my way to blue skies now.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. I don't know what my guy does either half the time.
But his name being Bodhi really cracks me up.
I see.
Like, totally, dude. There's a gnarly wave. Let's see. So where am I going? Through double. Oh yeah, and I need blaze rods.
What do you need blaze rods for?
To make something. Oh, brewer stands. That's 8 of them.
Yeah, you got to follow the blue moons to the blue sky.
Ooh, what is up with this thing?
I have
You at the top.
I have no idea. It keeps moving that thing every time I turn around. I'm just like, whatever.
Okay.
I'm thinking about putting in a more permanent teleporter here. But I was thinking I would put a waystone down, but only after I found a spot that I preferred to come in at, and not this one.
I like
Yeah.
seeing it.
All right. So in our last excursion here, we traveled to the north a good ways. So
That music is quite loud.
I'm going to vote to the south.
I'm gonna turn down the music real quick.
Okay.
Okay. We're going south?
Yep.
Okay.
Go away, lizards. I'm not interested. Yeah, basically, we're looking for any huge monolithic buildings that we can find. Because, that would be a dungeon. And if it's too dark for anybody to see somebody say something, I'm happy to change the lighting from moody to something else. I find the atmosphere. That doesn't look good. Watch out for the snake.
Very brightly colored. Which implies it is not friendly.
Means it's something, all right.
Or so I like the purple foxes. I guess my purple fox finally despawned.
All right, here's another one.
Yeah, I can't feed them. I need rabbits, I guess. Wascally wabbits.
I guess. I don't know. If you do some reading up on blue skies, they don't really tell you too much about the wildlife. And as far as dungeon goes, you need a chest?
Well, I don't have one with me.
There you go.
I have drawers with me, but, you know.
Right there. I gave you 2 chests. And if you need more, I have
Good.
another 19 more. Because unlike shulker shells, those labeled crates stack when they're empty.
Yes, I happen to like them better than shulker shells. Though shulker shells are shulker chests, not shells. Shulker chests are nice for other reasons, but
Well, I like the fact that the shulker chest, you can put things into it from the inventory,
yes,
but they're smaller. Wow. Well, that's a ravine.
Oh, cool. Well, let's go wander around in it. I might find an instance wandering around in there. Let's see, where's a good place to get down?
You have wings. Anywhere is a good place to get down.
Oh, I do?
Yes, you do.
Ow! I still can make my kitty screech at me, though.
Well, yeah.
Do we need pyrope ore for anything? Wow. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I can't use my stuff here. Well, I can.
You can. It's just going to take you longer.
A lot longer.
Because it's not
I
as
totally-
effective.
Yeah, I totally forgot about grabbing stuff. That's... Oh. And I don't get to keep this stuff I tinky up either.
Here. There you go.
Can't I make stuff out of this pyrope?
Yep.
I think there's one more down here. Let's see if
I know. I'm trying to shoot
need
around
some,
you. Sticks.
Let's get some tree material for sticks. Is there a tree down here anywhere? That's nowhere.
Where are you at?
I'm not seeing a tree. There's maple pines.
Where are you at? Come over
Right
here. There you go.
Let's see.
I take my wonder tool everywhere.
Oh, I made an axe. I should have made a pickaxe. Alright. Gonna need one more.
One more what?
More
Oh, come this way.
crystal of some sort.
There we go. See me? There you go. I don't think this thing is going to have anything of any value in it whatsoever.
What, this buffs?
Yep.
Fine.
There's some aquite ore. Some sunstone crystal.
Yeah, now I
Sunstone crystal. We used to make a sunstone block. It's good for fuel source.
Windstone.
I have no idea.
That's magma. Let's see.
Cinderstone.
Crystal. Oh, I think you can make that cinderstone. I think I saw that you can make sticks out of that.
But you got the pick.
Try it out.
I have found lava.
Nope.
There's some diopside ore. Yeah, lots of magma blocks.
I almost landed right into the lava. Apparently, I didn't get to keep the diopside. Are you wearing a snatch it ring by chance?
I am not. No way. I do not carry snatcher blocks anymore. Snatcher rings. Well, I do. I just don't use it because, especially with you around, because all it does is fill up my bags with stuff.
I didn't get to keep the diopside ore. Let's see. Yeah, it's harvest level 2. There's a whole block of it right there. But I don't have anything that can harvest it.
Harvest what? Where are you at? There's a whole block of it. Oh. Well, we'll try this. Aha, that works.
I don't know what it's good for, but it's pretty.
It's another one of those crystals like the red
so
ones.
you can make pickaxes and stuff out of it.
Yeah, and there's 3 of them sitting on the ground right next to you that are going to despawn. Okay. So basically, it's a typical ravine. It's not really, other than resources, it's not really anything important down here. Do you have your fireworks? All right.
I have my bow and some arrows.
Bows and arrows do not get you out of here via flight.
No.
Here. So that's the direction to go.
Well.
So you look at it, and then with the rockets in your offhand, you look at it, double jump, and hit the rockets.
Oh, ow. There's a wall.
Well, yeah. But that's how you get out. Now, if you come out here to where I'm standing at and double jump and look straight up and then spam the rockets, you'll take up. Straight up.
Well, let me go anywhere.
Probably because you're hungry.
Because I needed to eat. Yeah, that didn't work. stuck. I'm not even jumping. It's a stupid keyboard.
Well, you started to go, but you didn't. It takes 2 jumps to get your wings out.
I did jump twice. It's this stupid keyboard.
You're trying to
Can't.
eat.
Well, I wasn't trying to eat the last time. I keep having to eat before I can do it again because I keep damaging myself. Ooh, okay. Oh, there's some water. I'll land in the water. Are you making fun of me?
I am not making fun of you. I am watching you fly.
Yeah. Watching me fall more like it. Do we have a boat?
I do not have a boat, no. But apparently you can't make a boat out of this wood. Magic boat. Okay.
You may drive that boat.
Surprised you can't make a boat out of this.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I always get to drive. You don't ever drive. I'm always driving.
Every time I drive, you fuss because I am throwing stuff in your bags.
Well, yes, but
and
you
then I
can't.
get excited because I'm throwing stuff in your bags. And
You-
then, and then, and then,
And then you can't throw anything in my bags in this particular
Yeah.
area.
and which means that I just run into everything.
Yeah, like I haven't been running into everything myself.
What's this maple you could make? A boat out of.
Maybe. Who knows? I'm just like, wow, absolutely no dungeons whatsoever. For that matter, we haven't even found another village other than that first one we found. I find that to be annoying.
Maybe there's just not as much to blue skies as we think. Oh. Shade monitor. That's a spider. It's got green. Ooh. It spits stuff at you.
Yes.
It's made my kitty very unhappy.
I took care of it. Ugh. This poison.
Bug
Yes,
guts.
camels. All right. Well, I've picked a direction, and so far I have come
There's
up
a
with
village over there to the left.
to the left.
I I think that's what I saw was a village.
All right.
I sworn I saw a building.
Lead the way.
Well, I'm thinking now I was seeing things.
You might have been, or you might have been seeing the dungeon.
I think I was seeing things. I
Mm,
sworn I saw a building over here. Out of the corner of my eye, but I don't see it now, so. Must have been seeing things.
mm. Well, we've come quite a bit of ways from where we started out at.
Well, I have a boat. I can keep going.
Well, do we keep going to the south, or do we head in a different direction?
Well, I think from here we head west. Or east, whatever this direction is we're facing.
Well, that's east.
Yeah. Probably one of those purple trees with the moss on it. We were jumping around and out of the corner of my eye it just looked like a building and it wasn't.
Maybe. You know, the professional Minecraft players would be like, you guys got elytras and you're making this journey on foot.
Yep.
For those of you curious, we do this because Shale's only got her trainer wings.
We do this because Shale sucks at flying with an elytra. Let's just be real. Shale exceeds all expectations of smucking face first into a wall and sliding down.
Well, I do the same thing.
But actual flight is not a skill I have.
Okay, she can fly. It's the landings that she has a hard time sticking.
Well, aiming myself while flying is also not something that is that's a dark hole.
Yep, that would be a crevasse. Nothing of note in it. Just a big gaping hole. Look, it's a semi-floating tree. Hello, big purple lizard. Oh, the fruit tastes good.
I see.
Well, it beats the rubber jerky we've been chewing on forever now.
The rubber turkey.
Jerky.
Oh, the everlasting beef.
Yes.
Well, I've been eating that for a while now.
I think I'm gonna go find the beef soundtrack in here and swap it out for a doggy squeaky toy. That way when you're eating on it, it just squeak, 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 squeak. It would be pretty funny. All right. Well, I got nothing good to show up on map.
Haven't even been looking at the map really. But yeah, I haven't seen villages or buildings or.
Yeah, there's like nothing. So I'm like, how in the world do they expect you to continue on if the one village they give you is like ours, kind of defunct? It doesn't work right.
Ooh, that's cool looking. That's a big mountain.
Well, you obviously went off in a different direction from me.
No, I went flying. I went east, and I'm flying.
Wow.
And ow. Okay.
Ah, that is a big mountain. It'd be the first one of these I've seen.
This is kind of a cool area. It's completely surrounded by mountains, actually.
Or are you in the? No, no. Well, this would make a nice place to settle down into, like a building or something.
Yeah. I'm at negative 423.68. 1808.
Oh, I am nowhere near you. I'm in a different spot altogether.
Well, this spot is really cool. Hello, Mr. Camel. Please don't spit on me.
Oh, I think I actually might have found something.
I see you flying through the air.
I'm very graceful at
Swimming
it.
through the air. Yes. Much better than me. So I'm behind.
Ah,
Well,
it's the Forbidden Arcanus fruit.
oh, growl, growl, grumble, grumble. This is really cool looking over here. This is a cool looking area.
Yeah, that mountain range over there, in the center of it's just like surrounded by giant walls that look exactly like this in the middle.
See, how do you add a waypoint?
Open your map,
Plus, zoom in.
zoom in to where you're at, right click, and then choose the create waypoint.
Oh. Cool place. 1. How's that? Oh. Because I don't know what to name it. So where are we going now? Which way did you go? South? Oh, north?
I flew that way because I was going to go around this place. Because if you look on the map, it looks like it's a fairly involved structure that way. So I was going to fly that way and go around it.
Okay.
That would be the easier route. Because yeah, that is.
This is a cool place.
Nothing more. You come over here and just build a floating island and castle in it.
Oh.
What?
Whoa. Okay.
Where did you get to?
Wherever I just kept going. I'm in the shaded woodlands on top of a tree.
Oh, you kept going that way.
I guess I kind of went to the north a little. I went through the white sand dunes on the other side. And into the purple shaded woodland area and kind of to the north a little bit. Just northwest of the lake. I don't know, 179, 84, 1640.
1640?
Go back north. 181, 1640.
Oh, wow, you are.
Be at height 84. But there just doesn't seem to be an awful lot here.
No, that's a pretty forestry area and whatnot. Some lunar cobblestone.
Now I'm going north. See if I can see anything.
Well, what I am seeing is a big mountain I almost slammed my face into.
Ah, smuck. What?
So what I was seeing was a big mountain I just slammed my face into.
Oh.
I'm in an unorthodox valley. Shaded woodlands. It's like, seriously, there's like next to nothing.
Yeah. This place is just... There's some pretty spots, but...
I'm almost directly parallel with the portal. I don't know where you are.
I don't have the portal marked, so I have no idea where it is.
Hey, Glaz. How's it going?
Ooh. Okay. I managed to not take damage.
Shale's out killing herself tonight.
Well, you know, Light and me is, yeah. Anyway.
What's your
Negative 419
Wow.
217, and I'm at Y55.
You definitely end up in weird places. Yeah, we're out exploring blue skies, trying to find the freaking dungeons, but like these things are like so far
I
spread
found
out.
a village or something.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
I actually found something.
Oh. Okay, where were you at?
Well, right where I told you, but I'll get over to this village and I'll tell you. Yeah, it's an actual village.
Okay.
Wow.
I love this coordinate flying.
Negative 474. 281.
Wow, you must be like way east. East? No. North.
Yes, I'm east.
No,
of the portal.
281. So you are way north of me.
Yes.
Yeah, the blue sky has some really nice purpley generations and whatnot. I actually kind of like the area, but there's supposed to be like a dungeon to get you. So there's two versions. There's the Everdawn and then the Everdark. And I wanted to get to the Everdark because they've got some really kind of cool blocks out there. But to get there, you kind of have to find the portal stuff for it.
This building. Oh, there it is.
Unemployed.
Oh, this is cool looking. Oh, there's a villager.
Yes, there's lots of villagers. Oh. So these are interesting buildings. Is he unemployed?
I don't know. I can't see him. He's stuck on a ladder.
Oh, probably unemployed then.
Oh, he's bobbing his head like a nitwit, so
Unemployed.
I'm guessing he's a nitwit.
That's a cool door. I like that door.
Yeah, it took me a minute to find the door because I didn't recognize what that was as a door. I like these doors though. What are you? You are unemployed.
Yeah, majority of these guys seem to be unemployed.
But the doors are pretty. I like these blocks.
Yeah, they're crystallized doors, whatever they are. There, dude. I opened the trap door for you. Yeah, they do look like they're made from glass. They're called crystallized doors. Let's see.
Ooh, there's oops. Whoops. I'm just gonna like set off fireworks in the building, whack my head. It'll be all good. So I found some arrows,
There we go.
sticks, and some feathers. This building has a fletching table in it.
So it look like they're made from crystallized planks. And if I recall, out in these plains, there are crystallized trees that you can chop down. Get crystallized plank.
Yep. So there's a Fletcher, one of the unemployed people, pushed me out of the way to get into that building and become a Fletcher.
Oh, okay. I have no use for a Fletcher.
Yeah.
All right. So that's cool. That's the second town. At least we know that there can be multiple towns.
Blast furnace in this one. Ooh, and a helmet. And some jumps.
I wonder if I can find some of those trees. Cool trees.
I thought I saw an iron golem a minute ago.
There was. And you did. Monitor lizards. I'm just not a big fan of all the purple.
Well, a little purple goes a long way.
Okay, yes, but when you get into the Crescent Orchards, that's pretty much all purple. It's just a...
Okay. Anyway,
So this is a CAD. And all I've done is put, so it's a casting assistance device. And so I've loaded it with the spell that I've named Rocket. It's just add motion spell. Those are probably about like the most basic spell that you can put on that you can create with the CAD. And all it does is whatever direction I'm in, it moves me forward. So it's basically like using a rocket, and we just add motion. So I don't have to carry lots of rockets. So that's all. It's just, it has other functions. So like I've got another spell, break block. So it allows you to mine. It's part of the Psi mod pack. So this mod pack was inspired by Misfits of Magical Academy. I'm trying to remember what its official anime name was. But essentially, they have these tools that allow them to cast magic based on formulas. So it's almost like a programming language with magic. It's not bad. It's definitely very complicated. So there are, nicely enough, there are a lot of um, Reddits and whatnot out there that give you some good ideas on how to go about setting up spells in it. But yeah, it can get a little rough. Uh, but yeah, the motion one's easy. You just kind of like I think it's like three little blocks in there, and it's basically the caster, which direction you're looking at, and then how much motion to add to you. So for like I think 5, which is a very small amount. So you can see I only move a couple blocks, but it's enough to when you're up in the air with your elytra, it's enough to be the equivalent of a rocket. You just don't need gunpowder and paper for it. Granted, hers has got more thrust than mine does. So she can get further on one rocket. And I could always increase the spell power by upping how much mana it uses, and so you could have one that really flings you if you wanted to. But the more momentum you add to yourself, the less control you actually have because you fly through the air so fast. It's to be a little hard to see. So Shale, the that way, a thousand. That way, 1,000 blocks is the portal. So it's west southwest.
Well, ow!
You know,
What is this?
This would be a snowstorm.
Why did I smuck into it?
Into what? It just started. It's like rain. You smucked into the ground. You come over to the other side, it's more. But inside the water area, it's rain.
Oh, now I'm in... Well, I didn't make it very far. Oh. I see.
Yeah, I do wonder for your visibility. Ow, 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 ow.
Ow.
Ow. Oh, it's these mushrooms. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So it's these baneful mushrooms. They hurt.
Okay. I can watch out for them now that I can see again.
It's raining over here.
Wow, that's a lot of shade monitors.
Well, they're the essential cows of this mod pack.
Okay, I don't know which direction I'm supposed to be going.
That way, the direction that you're going, towards the big mountain. I love these mountains. I am going to come over here and in the middle of this, just put a floating castle.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
take
really
this,
cool.
take that island and tear it apart and make a
Yeah,
floating
it
castle. Out of
definitely
it.
screams out for floating castle. But other than that, this area is just monotonous.
Yeah. There you go. Portals are over here.
Over where? In the sandstorm?
Yep. And the sandstorm. I see you. You really should come over here and put a waypoint down and mark it so you have it.
I should remember to do that right now.
I see you.
The question is which portal, because
Doesn't matter.
go through it.
Doesn't matter one bit.
Let's see. Map.
have had my fill, and we still haven't found a dungeon. It's just irritating.
I wonder if there's a way to find one. Oh, why am I not going home?
I don't know. Did you go stand in the portal?
Yeah. Ugh.
There you go. You made it home. Well, so that was a bust. Not any good finds today. I guess we'll have to try it again later.
Hello, little blaze rods.
She steals all of my stuff again.
I took 3 to make ruins, man. 3.
At least close this thing when you're done.
It's raining in my house.
It was raining when we left Blue Sky, too.
Yeah. My village is getting big.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll be able to just walk away and leave the villages and go move on to the next build project. But yeah, I think we're gonna start doing like Tech Debt Tuesday or something. I'm gonna start working on various odd farms that need to be built. We
So
come up with
they've
some.
added some stuff to these my colony people, and my flower shop villager had the red wheel of screeching halt. So I clicked on her. I don't like staying out in the rain. My clothes are gonna get wet. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing.
Glass. These are the CAD tools. So this is the assemblers. This is how you would program spells. So like my rocket spell that I was using. Let's see. Let's get rid of this.
Okay, I'm gonna duck out so you can have your conversation with Glass, because I'm
Yep.
fairly certain that nobody's watching my stream anyway. So I'm gonna
Okay.
duck out for the night.
Well, thanks for spinning your heels with us.
Yep. Have a good night, Glass.
So we would, in this particular case, we want to select a target. So in this case, we're going to take the caster. Glass says good night. I think she's already dropped out. Oh, there she is.
No, I stopped my stream, but I'm on my way out. There's lots of things to shut down.
And then we want a vector. Let's see. No, we want a look vector. So there we go. We get the entity look, and then we want a trick for add motion. And so basically what this thing wants is a direction, a speed, and a target. So that's a really horrible place to put that. So let's put this here. Yeah. No, you're fine, dude. It's all good. And then we want a connector. Oops, that's the wrong connector. That way. So there's our target. So the target says us. We get our look vector. So we'll take our direction off the look vector. And then the other thing this wants is a speed. And so in this case, we can just use a constant number. And so we can set that to like say 3. And so we point to the speed, and what you get is it goes, okay, yeah, you can put this together. And so basically what this says is I'm the target. The direction I'm looking at is the direction I want you to move and add motion to, and I want you to add motion to the target. And then this is how much speed. And so you can increase this number. We can make it 300, but that increase how much mana it's going to cost to cast a spell and how much potency. And so depending on your CAD device, there are certain limitations. So you can't make like a 30 move spell, but you could do say 20, maybe 15. Nope. Mine's just not that powerful. 1, so we go to 10. So yeah, so there you go. There's 7. Whatever that's worth to cast, but it uses a lot of psi energy at 7. So the trick came down to is I think mine uses 1. So it's a very low cost spell. So it only moves me a little bit. But again, when you're flying around, you only need a little bit to get you going. And it's cumulative. However fast you're already moving, it'll continue to move you. So you get to add you can do multiple casts and really, really get some speed. It's like hitting multiple rockets. It's just, I don't need the rockets. And that's a fairly simple spell. You can get some really complicated ones, like the one I was playing around with. Let's see if I left it on there. So yeah, so like this one right here, we can have fun with this one where we can move a block out. And what they use in this one for like Silk Touch is we can conjure a little light there. Did I leave my fall block on here? I did not. Phase block. No, I did not leave my fall block spell. So it's interesting enough is you can actually recreate like Silk Touch items with this. Find my crate full of spells. Falling block. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, it's nice because so you get move block. Let's drop break mind for a second. Grab falling block spell. And so now we can go to our falling block. And so you can actually tag these tricks all together. And so if you look up, like if you just type psi in there, they'll actually have spells where it'll show you where people have done things like that. And so, by dropping it on light source, we can create a Silk Touch effect, which is nice. But they've got whole spells that will do that, where it'll actually move the block, cause it to fall, and create a light all at the same time, and so the block just pops off. I haven't dug too much into that, other than for like more basic uses, because I was actually using this, these spells and everything to when I was draining the Ocean Monument, which we did the entire Ocean Monument drain using only that psi tool and 24 sponges. And we drained an entire Ocean Monument, kept the Elder Guardians alive during the whole thing, and made our, I'm going to call it an Iskall-like farm. Iskall 85 had the majority of this design. I just added to it a little bit. Let's see. There we go. So Iskall's design has these chambers a little bit bigger than mine, and he's got 2 of them. I did 3. Mine are a little smaller than his, width-wise. But I haven't noticed any kind of deficits in it. But yeah, we drained this entire thing out with just that tool, those spells, and a handful of cobblestone. Or not cobblestone, handful of sponges. But I also like to use this for an experience farm, so I'm not actually killing these guys by the fall damage. But I do need to get a. I need to go finish finding a some wither skeletons so I can get a beacon in here for regen. Keep you from killing yourself while you're out here playing around with these guys. But you know, it's just simple water. Soul sand at the bottom. Water spills them up. They wash out the front side, and then they fall down to their awaiting doom for us. And it works fairly well. I mean, I suppose I could increase the yield a little bit more by dropping them further down and killing them. I haven't done that yet, and I haven't had a real need to. So it is what it is. But yeah, that took, I don't know, like 2 weeks to do off and on. I only have so much time. And in case you were wondering, yes, we actually technically lost one of the elder guardians, because I think he got eaten by a whale. But the other two are over there in that cobblestone prison we made for him. I actually think I have a plan to... Yeah, I like the glass trap doors. They work out really nice. They kind of let you see everything as well. So I've been using those a lot for all my farms as a way to see what's going on with them. Yeah, I think at some point in time, I think the plan is to take the Elder Guardians and use them in some sort of mini game. I'm still in the design concept for that one. There's a lot of interesting blocks and whatnot that are available that's not available in, like, say, a vanilla server. So we could do things a little bit more. Yeah, that thing was a beast to pull out. I still have a lot of blocks, though. I had like three of these labeled crates filled with the prismarine blocks from when I was cleaning it out, and interesting enough, they are, as you can see, missing. We get lots of help on this server for getting rid of resources. This place is growing up. We've been also playing around with some create schematic craft to create. You got to see this. If you haven't, I don't know if you've ever done anything with Create or not. But this cannon is just outrageous. Let's see. Did I leave? Oh, I left that. Oh, it ran out of bricks. Oh, I'm out of stone bricks. Okay. Let's go get some stone bricks real quick. I overshot. Sorry. Whatever. Stone. Let's go get some stone. Gotta have stone. I don't know. There's no purpose behind this other than it's just fun to watch those things just float there like that. I lose probably more stone and things in here because I try to use this as a smelter, and they just get stuck underneath the ledge than what it's worth. But it's still fun. This is just me being silly. There we go, stone. if I screwed that up. Nope. Okay. I just need to finish up that last one. A little too far. All right. So there we go. Empty schematic. So let's go get another wall. That's fine. Take this down here. This is where this gets fun. Land. We want that right there. Yep. Ow. Really? Oh, wait. You know what? That should be good enough. I put like 5 pieces of gunpowder in this thing. When I put this thing down over here, which has been a while ago, it's still working on them. And the reach on this thing is absolutely outrageous. And just watching it fling these blocks all over here. So you can watch them coming in. I think it's absolutely fabulous. And trying to see how far of a range this thing actually has. So far, it's yeah, it's got a healthy reach to it. We Gabe at the office. Go away. But yeah, now we got to make the corner turn, and then we'll plug in. And I think I'm out of a lot of the things, but we've been working on putting the wall all the way around so as to keep out the barbarian horde that keeps coming after the colony. Eventually we'll get the colony so it's situated so that we don't have to babysit it anymore. It can take care of itself, and at that point we will go build. If they're standing right where it's trying to put the block at, yes, it will absolutely hit them with it. Oh, you want to see a cool tool? This has been absolutely fantastic. In this mod pack, there's these ice illagers. They look like they look like evokers. They're just blue. They drop this wand. First, little baby skeletons is probably a horrible target for that. What? Oh, hold still. Nothing like throwing rocks on their heads. Of course, I'm a horrible target. But they're baby skeletons, so. But I like the little ice chunks that fall on the heads of things. That's just fun. Let's see if we can find a slower target. Yeah, it's not really the best weapon, but it is absolutely hysterical. You know. Just like, have some ice. Chill out. It's just the bad jokes that you can make from that. Probably by far the most useless weapon and funniest weapon that I have found so far in this particular mod pack has to go hands down to create. I had one. I actually gave it away to another to a recent new join to the server because they decided they were going to be the potato king, as they say, which has been pretty funny. But it's no, you can't jump on it. Actually, it's you can pass right through it. Unfortunately, it just I think it's there visually, and it's there when it falls on top of them, but that's about it. Otherwise, if there's not anything around you to even stick it on, it just doesn't do anything. I guess you can get hurt by it. But by far and away, the most useless weapon on this server has got to go to the potato cannon. And this is a thing that you can make, and it absolutely shoots potatoes. And it's freaking hysterical when it does it. Let's see if I got the material to... I got the material to make another one. Because if I do, I probably should. There's that. There's that. And 2 pieces of copper. So I guess the only thing that we're missing is that other painful piece to make. So we should be able to do this. Let's see. Where is my wrench? Yeah. Take the things out before you pick them up. There, that should take care of that. So 1, 2. I see. Okay, well, we'll fix that up here in a second. I need some gold. Here, maybe? Yep. You're doing good so far. So let's see one more time because this thing, yeah, 5 iron nuggets and then 5 for each of those. So there's 5 of that. We're gonna have to make. So inside the dungeons in Blue Sky is some bosses that you kill, and essentially what they do is they give you all the pieces necessary to construct the portal to the Everdawn, or to the Everdark, excuse me. It gets you to the other side. It's a whole progression thing. Let's see. Let's see if I actually, there we go. So there's the alchemist to kill. The alchemy table, and there's the poison dungeon that gets you the key. I think these are. I think there's one found in the Everdawn, and then the other one's found in the Everbright. Excuse me. So it's just part of trying to get that done, which is all. This will work. Close enough. All right, then we go grab 5 of those. Oops, that was wrong. Yeah, I like the first time we so the mod pack that we were playing before this one, we were in the process of doing a build in a mountain that was like that in the overworld. And so she was building a colony underneath of it, and I actually had an entire workshop where I was putting in all of the farms and whatnot, literally right above her head. Oh, it still turned out right anyways. Okay. Crank this up. I don't leave this running at full blast all the time because it's not actually doing anything half the time. But this little joker right here is just absolutely fun to play with. Here. Another viewer, Yoit Skull, I think it was the guy's name, came in and we were talking and he was like, oh, well, you should try making this if you want a funny gun. And so we made it, and I think I about fell out laughing. And it does actually will use, so you don't even have to use just like normal potatoes. You can use poisonous potatoes too. But it shoots potatoes. And they do damage. And you can use this to shoot poisonous potatoes, and the poisonous potatoes will do damage and will poison the thing it hits. So, yeah, as far as most useless weapon, because aiming at this thing is painful. It's worse than a bow and arrow, but it just the noise and the fun. It's too much. So, hands down, that went down as my favorite useless weapon in this game. Put that over here on the wall. Do with these potatoes? Oh, I know. I'll just go back to the warehouse. But yeah, far and away, I think that's probably the most useless weapon you can get your hands on, and it's just fun to play around with. It's just funny. So there you have it. Yeah, I know Shale wants a way to get poppies and dandelions because she has people who are constantly getting influenza over at her place. So I owe her a flower farm. I've got I've got a skeleton spawner over here. When that thing misfires. I think I actually I should have a skeleton farm over here. So I say skeleton farm. A skeleton spawner. Where's skeleton druid? Okay. Skeleton druid. Oh, there's a bunch of those. I wonder if they drop bones. That would be useful if they did. Zombie, silverfish, spider. Yeah, skeleton. Okay, yeah, so I have 2 skeleton spawners. I can use that to make a bone meal farm. Then we just take the bones and then we just need to crush the bones. No, we just craft with the bones. Right? Yeah. Yeah, let's just do a potato cannon. Why not? It's one of those. I'm like, okay, who thought this was a great idea? Not even certain why this was even necessary to be a thing, but it is, and it's probably far and away my favorite weapon that they put in. That it's impossible to use, but just you can't help but want to use it just because it's funny. And we actually have a new member to the server. Let's pop over to the welcome center real quick. Because from the welcome center, yeah, let's just leave all the doors open. Let's see. It's this way. There it is. So this is the new member to the server. He's set himself up a little spot over here. And currently, I think what he's doing is he has all of his farms. He's got a farmer over here. Hey. Stop that. Yeah. So he has his farmers doing potato fields. There's one here, and then should be one right over here. Yeah. Wow, really? I'm telling this guy he's got to light up his place. Killing me. But yeah, he's decided he was going to be the potato emperor, as he states. So this is the start of his potato empire. Okay, if that's what you want to do. It's pretty funny. Let him have at it. Need to come back over here and finish building out the rooms for this place. Put some beds in there so people can set their spawn points. And then put some... Yeah, I think that's the thing that we're missing is beds. So people can set spawn points if they want to when they show up here for the first time. Oh, this has been a running gag too. I think this is like a stream or so ago. I was running around putting up all these signs because Shale, our resident mine colonies expert, likes to use the bedrolls. She'll put them down and then forgets to pick them back up to take them with her. So she's lost, I don't know, 7, 8 bedrolls now. I could be exaggerating. Maybe only like 3 or 4, but she's lost a number of these bedrolls. So every time she's like, "Can you sleep?" I'm like, "Don't you have a bedroll?" And the answer is no. Well, where's your bedroll at? I'm not making any more until I find my other ones, she would say. So we put up signs advertising, see if we can find her missing bedrolls. I keep waiting for her to show up and going, "Look, I found all my bedrolls," and I suspect she'll expect me to give her the 64 diamond for each one of the bedrolls that she found of hers. And I might be able to do that. I think I might actually have some of this floating around. Oh, yes. But yeah, we just, this place has been slowly building up. And once this gets settled in here and I've got a good supply of things to get me all the right building material that I want, my plans are is to probably, I think I actually like the Everbright over the Everdawn if I ever get into the Everbright. And so I may go over there and build the next base out over there. Because I think a floating castle sounds like fun. Still need to figure out what to do with that roof line. I just don't like it. I'm going to put it there. Just going off right now. Just not a big fan of this. I thought I was going to like this small, thin, flat roof, and I just don't. It just doesn't look right to me. Just haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it. So there we go. In the meantime, we just kind of keep making certain that this village stays self-sufficient and well protected. And once it's all nice and happy, I can walk away from it. Decided I was going to do this thing where we level off with cobblestone, kind of like a base building block for it. Now I know it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, good. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is actually going to work out really well. Alright, that tree definitely has to come down. Yeah, I spent a lot of time as a kid growing up. Just nose always buried into a book, and so there are lots of books I have read with floating castles, and I've always had a thing for castles. So Minecraft actually, it's the modern house up there is actually like a stretch for me because I almost always do some kind of castle build just because I like castles. And the last mod pack that we tried, and it didn't go very well. I was working on building a floating castle. Yeah, I like fantasy books. I was fantasy and sci-fi. I spent a lot of time with fantasy and sci-fi. Oh, you want to? I don't know if you really like. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's actually a really good series of books as well. How many times I've read that one? Probably too many. Yeah, it was David Eddings, the Belgrade, also had a really fantastic. Yeah, it's a really fantastic series, Belgrade. That was a nice fantasy series as well. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that. I've been a really big David Eddings fan, so a lot of his work I've actually read and enjoyed. Of course, obviously Tolkien, but I mean that I don't know too many people who haven't read some of his work and haven't enjoyed that one. Let's see. I think if there's been anybody recently I've read. I'm just drawing a blank right now on their names. Fly, 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 don't fall. Oh. Flying. Horrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, no, I'm just that's Belgrade. There was the Diamond Throne. That was also a good series. Let's see other good books. I guess the biggest other books that I've been reading as of recently is all around logics and design, computer programming languages, that sort of thing. So not very exciting stuff. I was reading a nice white paper a couple of days ago around storage mediums. But, those aren't exactly as fun to read as fantasy and adventures. Yeah, it's just not. All good. All good. You're just fine. I don't know. I suppose everybody's got their trace of preference for books. I don't see anything wrong with that. I know my mom liked to read westerns, and I could never. No, I had to pass on those. Hard pass. Shale, I know, likes to read a lot of fantasy adventure books as well. In fact, I think we're still waiting on our. We ordered some, I think, some Kindles earlier on in the year. We're still waiting on those to get delivered in, so we can. We're going to start spending a little bit more time trying to do some reading. It's good for inspiration when you're trying to build things. But I do. I think I want to actually settle in, and I think I'm going to do it in the Everbright because I have played with the Blue Skies mod pack before. It's just not my first time in Blue Skies. And the Everbright is kind of a snowy. It's a bright, snowy world. So it's always light there, which is nice. And then there's some very snowy regions, and then there are some very definitely blue areas where it's it's not as cold, but it's still cold. I guess like swamp areas, that sort of thing. So I thought, it would be kind of cool to build a floating castle out there. I had actually considered, because we have create in this one. Um, I thought about actually taking it at one point and trying to figure out how to recreate Hal's moving castle, just because I like the shape and the face on the front end of it. And even if it doesn't like walk around, I think I can take the create stuff and make enough of the moving parts to make it fun. So that had been on the list of things I thought would be interesting to try. So back in here, I don't know, just watching the create stuff just whirl and work is just fun to do. I kind of tend to zone out sometimes and just stare at moving components. Even though some of them aren't actually doing anything because they're just waiting. I gave it a look. I will absolutely go look it up. Five Kingdom Sky Raiders. All right, let me write that down. Let me get a piece of paper somewhere. Yeah, I'll go give it a read. Let's see, Five Kingdom Sky Raiders. All right, I have got it. I will go give that a look, and if I can't get my hands on a copy of it, give it a read. Maybe it'll inspire a build somewhere. I don't know, this little, other than trying to get the wall all the way around, eventually we're gonna have to settle in and do some astral sorcery stuff, just because it's in this mod pack. We're gonna be in this mod pack for till sometime next year, so just trying to slowly make certain I've gone through and tried to touch and do a little bit of every bit of the big major mod packs that are in here. And then, because some of them are going to be mods that are put in here that you just kind of use in your day to day. So, like the create stuff is more of a day to day mod pack. Versus Astral Sorcery, once you've kind of gone through a section of it, unless there's a real need to go back, you just don't go back and do it again. I think it would be fun to. So, Astral Sorcery, unfortunately, has to be done here in the overworld. But I think I can actually go into like the different, like Twilight Highlands that's in here. There's a tomb that's also in here. So I was thinking, well, if I go into each of the different dimensions and set up a big build of some sorts, like a castle or something, and then we can dedicate that area to doing a specific mod pack thing. So like we gotta do Botania sometime. So let's take and do Botania in like the Everdark, and we'll do it in the floating castle that's in Everdark. Or we'll have maybe a lava castle in another, and we'll do. So I think blood magic's in here. Yes. So blood magic is in here, so we could do that in say the Nether. And so we would have a castle keep in another that is for doing all of our blood magic things, and then we'll have a spot to do astral sorcery. I think I've actually heard of him, and I think I have his name, Brandon Mull. Yeah, I think I have him on a list somewhere of guys to look at. 'Cause I think I was looking at a couple of his books. They looked interesting. Let me write that down. Just double check. I have so many lists. I used to talk to a salesman. He used to tell me all the time, he's got more paper and pen than he does brains. Yeah, I haven't read anything from the fantasy worlds from anybody new as of recently. I'd like to find some new authors to get in and start reading again. But it's been a while since I sat down and did any serious fantasy reading, so it would be nice to discover that there are still people writing really good stories. So but yeah, I just been trying to figure out what I want to do in each of the dimensions, and then trying to cover, like I said, some of the really big mod packs that are in here. Blood Magic's not really that big, but it has a lot of depth to it. So there's a lot of different things you have to do in order to work your way all the way through it. But again, it's one of those, once you've done it one time, is done and it's over with. So, eventually I'd like to try and work my way through most of this, but it's a lot of this stuff is just a one time through and then it's done. Um, but like, yeah, Mythic Britannia is going to have. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't honestly tell you. I know. Well, let's see what. Let's do this real quick. Put this on pause for a second. Let's see. Wow, Brandon Mole's about the same age I am. That's pretty impressive. Looks like a lot of Brandon Mole stuff is fairly recent, actually. Fablehaven is circa 2007, somewhere in the neck of the woods. So it's actually fairly newer. Actually, yeah. Let's go start getting back in the fantasy reading. It'd be good to do that again. I think yeah. But this one I think could be. I have to play around with that. I wonder if this. So they put this Zerka music in here, and I'm wondering if this is anything closely related to like things they used to do in Star Wars Galaxy or not. If it is, I might actually have a little bit of fun with that, but I'll have to sit down and play around with those ones. Yeah, so there's like Britannia, Psi, Astral Sorcery. Oh, there's more Tetra stuff. Farmer's Delight. They also have done a revamp on the end. So there's a lot of really a lot of other things to do in there. Of course, Twilight Forest. And so those are just the ones that actually have advancements on them. And then there's keep opening the wrong window up. And there's all these different ones. I'm trying to figure out. You know what? We're back here. It is technically still Adventure Night. Ha! We have a buried treasure we can go see if we can't find. Looks like that should be north. Northeast of us. So let's go flying northeast. Oh. Well, that's good to know that's there. I don't think I'm interested in dealing with those guys just yet. Wow. Oh, wait. We are coming into view of this place. All right. Oh. There we go. Ah. That landing. Alright, so it should be. Somewhere over here. Away water. No, we don't want to make this easy. It is efficiency 4. So it's not really an axe; it's a paxel, and so against things like sand and whatnot, it because sand doesn't really take much of anything. It whips right through sand pretty quickly. Stone is a little harder, not by much, but yeah, it's basically your standard efficiency 4 piece of gear. Underwater, it sucks. You ever play this mod pack series, the biggest piece of advice I can give anybody is when you play this mod pack series and you're down mining, look for a thing called stellarite. Stellarite and it's called yeah. You want to look for this X petrified ore and stellarite, because for one piece of stellarite piece and 4x petrified ore will make you an eternal stella. And so this guy, with a smithing table, you can take a normal weapon, whatever it happens to be, normal piece of tool, and you can make it indestructible, which makes ever needing to repair it, like, forget about it. Who cares? So it works really well for that. Aha! We found it. Got robbed. I don't know. Hardessy's okay, I suppose. I don't know what I'm going to do with the cooked fish. I have a fishing guy back at the colony that's making plenty of that. But yeah, if you want something to make your life easier, well, you don't have to ever worry about your favorite tool. Clean that and Soulbound. That's the one I was thinking of. You can make certain that you never lose your favorite tool. And I am a big fan of the Paxels just because I don't like carrying around anything more than I absolutely have to. And now I'm just being silly right now because there's no real need to put this back here other than I just don't want to carry it around my bags. And sand, I can make sand all day long. I got lots of sand. I'm creating it by the truckload back at the house. But yeah, no, this is not really an axe. This is what they call a Paxel. Let's see. I think mechanism. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Yeah. So I'm using this guy right here, which is done by a smithing table. It just takes a diamond Paxel, which is just these 3 diamond tools, couple sticks. And this basically gives you an axe, a shovel, and a pickaxe all in one tool. So it makes life a little easier. Looks like. Almost that. Yeah, it's really close to it. We had a spot. Let's see if I can. I think it's on the old teleporter. Yep. It's been ages since I've been back here. So when we first landed and we first started building our initial colonies, this is where we started out at. So there's the supply hut that you get, that you end up building for the first time when you do mine colonies. And so this is where we were initially settled in at. And so we were building into here. So there was the farm that was going on. There was some houses that were coming in. There was the old builder's hut up there. There's the guard tower. I think this was the original town hall. And then down here was some of the cave stuff that we were putting in. There was another builder's hut, I think. Yep, and then this would have been the old warehouse. So this is like the second colony where we're at. This is the second colony. This was technically the first one. And right up there in the roof line was where I actually had my initial factory area and whatnot I was putting in. Like you can see some of the cobblestone there. That's what I was looking for. Whoops. A little too far. There we go. So this was where I had initially started setting everything up at. So this was the first seaweed generator. And then I had some machines up over here, and Shale decided that she didn't like this area, and so we ripped everything out, left the buildings in place, just kind of like a ghost town. You just come back and take a peek at it and whatnot, and go, yeah, this is where things started at, and we picked up and moved to where we're at. So yeah, these were Shale's original farms that she put in when we first got started out here. That's the first wheat machine that I had. No, wheat machine, sheep for wool farm. A small one I had built. I think. Nope. That's not the right one. This one? No. Wow. Let me just go back and forth between a couple of these a few times. Nobody's going to care. This one. Aha. And so, yeah, we were using those waystones initially. And then I started getting to a point where I could do the share stones, and I like share stones a little better because then they're color coordinated. And yeah, no, dude, go get you some sleep. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed having somebody to talk to for a change. It's nice. Usually it's just me rambling for hours on end, so it was nice to have somebody to talk to. Take care. Have a good night. Get some sleep, bud. We'll catch up with you next time. So I think with that, we're going to call it a night ourselves. It's been a pretty boring adventure night, but I think there's got to be a way to find these dungeons a little better. So I am going to go do a little bit more reading, probably check around and see if there's another way to locate this stuff a little better. For everybody who came out and visited, thank you. We enjoyed it. We hope you all have a good night. Take care with yourselves, and we'll catch you all next time. So until then, be safe, have fun, and